Hey. Copper looks at me like, no, I'm not talking to you, dude. I'm not talking to you. No. He just got done. He is getting way, way, way too spoiled. Just saying. And he's got a package coming today. Don't you? Yeah, you got a package, huh? No, you don't need to start whining. It's not going to be here till this afternoon. Uh, shh. Shh. No whine. Anyway, the package that those of you who saw my post about the package going through Truckee, that package is actually a 50-pound bag of dog food that I ordered from Chewy. It's Copper's dog food. Still waiting for my guitar, which was supposed to be here on Wednesday, 2 days ago. I'm not a happy camper. Here's my question. Why has my guitar been sitting in the black hole for 2 days? I call North Salt Lake, the FedEx office there, the black hole, because my stuff seems to take forever. It seems to get there and then disappear. You know, I'm not that far from there. You know, 6-7 hour drive. I mean, not super far. So I don't understand why the post office can deliver things on time, seems to have no problem moving my freight, but UPS and FedEx, and particularly FedEx, because FedEx is always late with my packages. They're always 1 or 2 days late. But I just got a notification from Chewy. Uh-oh, I said CHEW. He knows what that means. He's looking at me. All right. All right. 100% USA. All right. Give him one of these. All right. There you go. That'll keep you quiet for a while. Now he's happy. What was I talking about? Oh, FedEx. Yeah, so anyway, I got a notification from Chewy saying that your package arrives today. Well, it's about time, since I ordered it last week. And FedEx has had it for over a week. I don't know how they stay in business. I honestly don't. They're a joke. I mean, they're always late. You know? I understand it's been snowing. We've got snow on the ground here. But it doesn't seem to affect the post office. It just seems to affect FedEx and UPS a lot. And the thing I don't like about getting stuff from UPS, I've got some Amazon stuff coming, via UPS. They've already had it for over a week, and they're telling me I'm not going to get it till Tuesday. I don't understand why. It should already be here. I just don't understand how the post office can always deliver my stuff on time. I always like it much better when people send it USPS. Anyway, I need some water. Brand new bottle here. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Now my throat won't be so dry. Okay. Now that I've gotten past all my griping, well, not really, but I'll move on. I'm actually going to do some more griping. Man, my throat is just... I've been coughing all morning, too, so I don't know if I'm coming down with a cold or if it's just allergies. I tend to think it's just allergies, but anyway. Ever since Squirrel Girl came out with the video about the interview with Nick, I have just seen the most stupid-ass comments and stupid-ass videos I think I've ever seen since I've been following this Kylie Rodney case. I mean, just outright stupid. Somebody saying, oh, Kylie went into the lake on Friday night, so it couldn't have been Kylie that Nick saw. And then people talking about, I don't believe that Squirrel talked to Nick. Then don't frickin' believe it. Be an idiot. Seriously. I just get so annoyed. Everybody questions everything that reputable people say. Now, I can understand it if it was Sammy, since she seems to lie about everything. I can understand it if it was her. But I can vouch for Squirrel Girl that she knows her stuff. And she doesn't come out with anything unless she's 100% sure. Now, she may come out like I do, with theories. But we'll say it's theories. I'll say, I don't know. This is what I heard. This is what I read. Blah, 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 whatever. You know, and I'll say, I don't know. And she does the same thing. But when she's 100% sure of something, oh, man, I apologize, man. I've just got so much gunk in my chest right this morning. But it's just some of the things I've seen said about her. I even had somebody say, I think she might be a double agent, and she's trying to throw you off track. Why do you people think that way? Seriously. As I've said before, I tend to take people at their word unless they give me reason to distrust them. Has Squirrel Girl ever given you any reason to distrust her? Have I ever given you any reason to distrust me? Neither of us have that I'm aware of. No, I can 100% tell you that she talked to Nick. This was a month in the making. She and I discussed it many, many times. I know exactly how she went about contacting him and verified everything along the way. And she also said it was definitely his voice. But she already had confirmed it was him to begin with. All right, so those of you who say, I don't believe she talked to... You know what? Get out of town, man. Seriously. It just irritates the crap out of me. You know, now if it was SF Investigates or if it was Morbid Reality or Zanime or one of those, I can see you, like, raising your eyebrow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I know for a fact that how meticulous that Squirrel is, how she went about doing it, and I 110% believe everything she's saying is true. I know, we discussed it along the way. I know exactly how she did everything. It's for real, people. It's for real. You got people still saying, well, I still think that Nick was a distraction. I think that Nick was a plant. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you really... Let me tell you a story first. This is a perfect example of how people don't think things through. And I might have already told this story, but whatever. You know, not everybody's heard it. But my ex-wife, she was one of these people that she was an impulsive buyer, which used to drive me crazy. she'd buy stuff and then never use it. She'd buy stuff on impulse. Then once a year we'd sell brand new stuff, not even taken out of the package, at our yard sale. Every year. We were the area's biggest bargain store. But we were at this nursery because every year she had to go buy brand new flowers and stuff like that instead of using perennials. So you didn't have to spend $1,000 every spring, or $3,000. And we were at this nursery, and she saw this garden cart. And she's like, I really want that. I could put my plants in there and take it, out to where I'm planting. God forbid that you'd take the box and carry it 25 feet to where you're planting. You have to have this $500 garden cart. I'm like, no, we don't have the money. I'm not going to spend $500 on a garden cart. And she's all pouty, and didn't talk to me for a few days, and I guess she felt that was punishment. Anyway, so one day we were at Walmart, and there was basically the exact same cart. I mean, it looked absolutely no different from the one at the nursery, and it was $99. And I didn't even want to spend $99 on a garden cart because I figured you don't need it. Neighbor kid had one of those little red wagons, red flyer or whatever it was, wagons. And this kid's in high school. He ain't playing with no wagon. So I figured just go over and borrow his wagon, put plants in it, wheel them out to where you're going, and call it good. No. She wanted her plants transported in style. So I decided, all right, I really don't want to spend $100 on a cart that you don't need. But if you want, we can get the garden cart there at Walmart. And you want that one. So we're driving home from Walmart, and she's still trying to talk me into this garden cart that was at this nursery. And I'm like, the one at Walmart was exactly like the one at the nursery. It's basically the same cart. I said, I don't see any difference at all. I don't know why you want to spend $500. I mean, I don't even really want to spend $100. But I was trying to be nice, and say, hey, if you want to get the one at Walmart, that's fine, but we're not buying the one at the nursery for $500. And she looks at me, and she goes, but the one at the nursery will haul 1,200 pounds. The one at Walmart only will haul 1,000. Okay. I looked at her and I go, have you really thought this through? And she got this kind of look on her face, I think, and then she finally realized what she was saying. I go, have you really thought this through? Because as far as I know, we don't own an ox. Because you put 1,200 pounds of stuff in a cart, I ain't pulling it. I don't know who's going to pull it, but it ain't going to be me. So anyway, she ended up buying this actually cheaper cart somewhere else for, I think it was another one at Walmart, if I remember right, but it was, it was like $50 or whatever it was. She ended up getting that one. But I tell that story to say this. Ow, man, itch. People don't think things through. They really don't. Now, I want you to think about something. If you say that Nick was a plant, that he was there to distract AWP from Prosser, think about what you're saying. All right, there's a freeway that runs north and south into Reno. And then you have I-80, which runs east and west through Reno. I don't know exactly how many exits there are to Reno, but there's a heck of a lot more than one. Also, there are 2 Best Buys in Reno. I don't know if you can hear Copper, but he's really enjoying that. So, if Nick was planted, as you say, there would have to, there would have to be several things that he would have to have prior knowledge of. And you'd pretty much have to have a crystal ball. Seriously. First of all, he would have had to know exactly what time AWP was getting into Reno. He would have had to know exactly which exit they were going to take. He would have to know their direct destination, where they were going to go after they exited the freeway. But even if he knew they were going to a Best Buy, he'd have to know which one, because there's 2 of them. You are noisy. You are noisy. Yes, you are. You don't have any manners at all. And so he would have to know all of that. That's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. So, the only explanation is that it was a coincidence. He happened to be near Best Buy, saw AWP pull into the parking lot, which would be hard to miss in that great big rig of theirs, and then he went over and flagged them down. Yeah, there's absolutely no way he would know exactly where they're going, which exit they're going to take, what time. And he wasn't trying to distract them. Nick would have absolutely no motive to lie. He'd have no motive. He'd have no motive to make stuff up. As I told you in my last video, or not my last video, but a couple videos ago, Nick was frustrated. He didn't know where to go with the information. He'd gone to law enforcement. They'd turned around and all of a sudden came back to him and said, "Oh, no, there was no footage." I mean, that's pretty blatant. And then whatever happened with his company? They said, "Oh, there's no footage. You weren't even there." And as I said, that's why he went to AWP. That was his motive. He wanted to get his story out and let them know, hey, and he's probably warning them. Say, look, law enforcement's trying to cover this up, so watch your back. I have been in contact with several people. One person who has been very high up, very deep into government operations. And some of the things that they have told me, which I'm going to ask their permission if I can use the information publicly. There's some stuff going on over there, people, that you wouldn't believe. There's a lot of money laundering. There is direct involvement with the cartel and trafficking. And that's one more reason that makes me wonder that wasn't Kylie in that car and that she was trafficked. Because I'm hoping, sometime either this weekend or next week that I can share a lot of this stuff. But there's some very, very deep involvement by some very high up people. And by the way, I'll just say this. A lot of the people who are involved have already been mentioned in prior videos, either by me, by Squirrel, or by someone else. All right? Oh, and by the way, if any of you have watched CCTV, okay, she was told by Nick's company that they do not have cameras on their trucks and that they don't take video footage. It's an outright lie. That's an outright lie. And Cece proved it. I don't know if you saw her video, but she's got pictures that she took of their trucks that very well show cameras. Yeah, there's cameras. And they told her when she called them and asked about it. In fact, there was a couple of people that called, and they were both told the same thing. Oh, no, we don't have cameras on our trucks. Why would you say that? Why would you lie? I mean, people, there's some crap going on over there. And Cece proved it. She even posted pictures on her video of the cameras on the trucks. Things that make you go, Yeah. Yeah, she proved they were lying. So the question is, why were they lying? And, if you think about it, it's really stupid. Why would you lie about that when you know somebody can drive right up to your lot and see if there's cameras on your trucks or not? But apparently they didn't expect her to make that effort. Nah. Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, there's some stuff going on, people. There's some stuff going on. There's a reason that they covered all this up. Another thing too that struck me is that Nick, when on the AWP video, Nick was saying that says it looked like when he came to the vehicle and saw Kylie, he says they looked really tired, looked like they'd had a really rough night. I don't even really want to think about that, to be honest with you. I don't really want to think what Kylie might have gone through the night before, the night of the party. I honestly have, think that whatever did happen had something to do with the mass exodus. Sorry about that. My throat is just feeling horrible. I really hope I'm not getting sick. I don't want to be sick. So, I'm just saying, people, there's some stuff going on over there that, dealing with government grants, community grants, some other things that are all being used to launder money from the cartels. Now, in fact, I'm having one of my sources check into. Yeah, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say what that is. But let's just say it has to do with growing marijuana in California and involvement with the cartels. People, it's scary, the things that are going on, and how the cartels, they already have complete control of Mexico. Complete control. The government has no power down there. They really don't. The only power that they have is the power that the cartels allow them to have. Now they're trying to fight the cartels, but the cartels have them outmanned, both financially and with weaponry. It's a scary situation. And now we're starting to see the same kind of thing in California. And the even scarier part, it's starting to branch out. They already have a major presence in Phoenix. They're spreading into Nevada, and Las Vegas as well. They're spreading into Nevada. They're spreading into Arizona. I foresee them spreading into Oregon, the border state, and maybe even Washington. They're going to keep trying to take over. And I've had several people ask, why doesn't the government do anything about it? People, you have no idea how corrupt our government is. A lot of governments in cahoots with them. Because it all boils down to money, unfortunately. It all boils down to money. It always does, it seems. It seems that money's always the motivating factor in however many crimes, So anyway, those are my thoughts for this morning. And what are you doing? The dog's a nut job this morning. he's a good dog, but he's being a total goofball, aren't you? You've been a goofball. Aren't you being a goofball? Anyway, folks, those of you who believe in prayer, pray, because I'm afraid to tell you, honestly, I'm afraid to tell you all the things that are happening, because most people have no idea how deep the corruption goes. I mean, there's some things that even shocked me that I've found out. It's not good. One thing I do know, we're not going to get any help out of anyone in California. Because I've been told that the corruption goes clear up to the AG's office and to the governor. It's corrupt through and through. And I've also been told that there are very few agencies in California who aren't involved. Very few. People, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say this morning. So, and my guitar's supposed to be here today. Well, I'm assuming. Chewy sent me a message. I might have said this earlier. I don't remember. I haven't woken up yet. I've only had one mug of coffee. Actually, not even a whole mug yet. I've still got some left. Dear. Oops. By the way, these mugs are really, really cool. You can get them on Amazon. They're made in Oregon. So it's kind of a local product. They're really, really good mugs. It's called Oregon something. I can't even remember the name of it. But they're really cool mugs. That one there's like a 24-ounce mug. But anyway, my guitars, Chewy sent me a pack. Okay, Chewy sent me a message saying, your package arrives today. Well, yeah, it's about frickin' time. And both that package, which is Copper's dog food, and my Les Paul guitar both left North Salt Lake at the same time. So they're messaging me saying that my dog food, or Copper's dog food, gets here today, then that probably means my guitar gets here today. It frickin' better, I'll tell you that. It better. I'm so sick of FedEx. Anyway, that's my rant for this morning. And it's freaking cold here. Got snow on the ground. Open up the door and to let Copper out, and it's like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk to you later. Bye.